Good morning, dear children. Let us start with quadratic equations part 4. In the last class, we were discussing about the word problems of quadratic equations. Let us continue with question number 6 of exercise 4.3. Let us move to the question. The diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shortest side. If the longest side is 30 meters more than the shortest side, find the sides of the field. Here in the question it is given that diagonal is 60 meters more than the shortest side. As we doesn't know the shortest side, let us take the shortest side, that is breadth equal to x. Therefore, diagonal is equal to 60 plus x. Also given, longer side is equal to 30 meter more than the shorter side. That means length is equal to x plus 30. As we know, each angle of a rectangle is 90 degree. We can take the length, breadth and the diagonal in the form of a right triangle by applying Pythagoras theorem. That is, base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. We can see x square plus x plus 30 whole square is equal to x plus 60 whole square. So, it will be x square plus 60 x plus 900 is equal to x square plus 120x plus 3600. Transposing and making it into the standard quadratic equation form, we have x square minus 60x minus 2700 is equal to 0. In this equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 60 and c is equal to negative 2700. Finding the square root of the discriminant, that is root of b square minus 4ac, we have negative 60 whole square minus 4 into 1 into negative 2700, which is equal to root of 14,400, which is equal to 120. Applying the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we have 60 plus or minus 120 by 2, and finally we have x is equal to 90 or x is equal to negative 30. We have to ignore the negative value. Therefore, the shortest side x is equal to 90. Therefore, the longest side length will be 90 plus 30 equal to 120 meters. Question number 7. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Let us take the two numbers as x and y. The first line, it is given that difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Square of the first number will be x square and square of the second number will be y square. Difference between them, that means x square minus y square is equal to 180. Let us take that as equation number 1. In the second line, it is given square of the smaller number. Here the smaller number is y. Square of the smaller number means y square is equal to 8 times the larger number. Therefore, we can write y square is equal to 8x, which is taken as equation 2. Substitute y square equal to 8x in equation number 1. We have x square minus 8x is equal to 180. Making into the standard form, we have x square minus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. So, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 8, c is equal to negative 180. Again, finding the square root of the discriminant, that is root of b square minus 4ac equal to negative 8 square minus 4 into 1 into negative 180, which is equal to root 784, which is equal to 28. Applying the quadratic formula, we have 8 plus or minus 28 by 2, which is equal to 18 or negative 10. Therefore, the numbers are 18. Then we can say y is equal to 12 or negative 12. Question number 8. A train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. Here in the question, they are asking to find the speed of the train. So let us assume speed of the train is equal to x. It is given that the train travels a distance of 360 km. Therefore, distance equal to 360 km. We can find time is equal to distance by speed, which is equal to 360 by x. In the next line, it is given that speed of the train had been increased by 5 km per hour. That means speed is equal to x plus 5 and the distance covered is the same. Therefore, time is equal to 360 by x plus 5. To frame our equation, it is given that if the speed is increased, the time taken by the train will be 1 hour less. So, we can say in the second condition, time taken will be lesser than the first condition. So, we have to take 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. Here, to make the equation into the standard form, we are going to take 360 common. So, it is 360 into 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. We can do cross multiplication within the bracket. It will be 360 into x plus 5 minus x divided by x into x plus 5 is equal to 1. X get cancelled and the numerator will be 360 into 5 divided by x into x plus 5 is equal to 1. Transposing the denominator to the right hand side, we have 360 into 5 is equal to x into x plus 5. Opening the bracket on the right hand side, it will be x square plus 5x. And transposing the standard equation is x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0. So, our a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to negative 1800. Square root of b square minus 4ac is 5 square minus 4 into 1 into negative 1800, which is equal to square root of 7225, which is equal to 85. Applying the quadratic formula, we have negative 5 plus or minus 85 by 2, and finally the answer is 40 and negative 45. Speed of the train can never be negative. So, ignoring the negative, we can say speed is equal to 40 km per hour. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. A tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. As the question is to find the time where each tap can separately fill the tank, let us assume time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank is x hours. So automatically in 1 hour we can say the tank will be 1 by x full. As it is given, the tank both the taps together, it will fill in 9 3 by 8 hours. Water filled by the smaller tap in 75 by 8 hours is equal to 75 by 8 into 1 by x. In the question, it is given 2 water taps together fill the tank in 9 3 by 8 hours. So, the smaller tap will never fill the tank in 9 3 by 8 hours. So, water filled by the smaller tap in 9 3 by 8 hours will be 75 by 8 into 1 by x. Here we got the number 75 by 8 by converting the mixed fraction 9 3 by 8. Now in the question it is given tap with larger diameter will take 10 hours less than the smaller one. Since the time taken by the smaller tap is equal to x hours, we can take time taken by the larger tap will be x minus 10. Again, water filled by the larger tap in 1 hour will be 1 by x minus 10. So, water filled in the tank in 75 by 8 hours is equal to 75 by 8 into 1 by x minus 10. So, to frame the equation, we can say 2 taps together fill the tank in 75 by 8 hours. That means 75 by 8 into 1 by x plus 75 by 8 into 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 1. As the tank is filled, it is considered as 1 by both the taps. Taking 75 by 8 as common, we have 75 by 8 into 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 equal to 1. Cross multiplying within the bracket, we have 75 by 8 into x minus 10 plus x by x into x minus 10 equal to 1. Numerator is 75 into negative 10 plus 2x by x into x minus 10 is equal to 8. Transposing x into x minus 10, we have right side as 8x square minus 80x. Transposing and making it into the standard form, we have 8x square minus 230x plus 750 equal to 0. Applying quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we have 230 plus or minus 170 by 2 into 8, which is equal to 25, and the next value is 60 by 16. As it is a fraction, it is ignored. So, time taken by the smaller tap is equal to 25 hours. Time taken by the larger tap is equal to 15 hours. In the question, it is given that speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than that of the passenger train. We can take speed of the express train equal to x plus 11. Therefore, time taken by the express train is 132 by x plus 11. Here we can see passenger train will be taking more time than the express train. Therefore, we can write 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 km between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. Again, here we are asked to find the speed of the two trains. Let us take speed of the passenger train is equal to x. So as the distance covered is 132 kilometer, we can write time is equal to distance by speed, which is equal to 132 by x. Taking 132 common, we have 132 into 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. Cross multiplication within the bracket, we have 132 into x plus 11 minus x by x into x plus 11 is equal to 1. X gets cancelled and we have in the numerator it will be 132 into 11, and in the denominator we have x into x plus 11. Transposing the denominator to the right hand side, we have 132 into 11 is equal to x into x plus 11, which is in the standard form x square plus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 11 and c is equal to negative 1452. Let us find the square root of the discriminant. That is 11 square minus 4 into 1 into negative 1452, which is equal to 77. Applying the quadratic formula, we have negative 11 plus or minus 77 by 2, which is equal to 33 or negative 44. Speed of the train can never be negative, so ignoring the negative value, we can say speed of the passenger train is equal to 33 km per hour and speed of the express train is equal to 33 plus 11, which is equal to 44 km per hour. Sum of areas of two squares is 468 meter square. If the difference of their perimeter is 24 meter, find the sides of two squares. Here the shape given is a square. So let us take the side of the first square as x and the second square side is equal to y. So we can say area will be x square and y square. In the same way, perimeter will be 4x and 4y. With the help of the first line, we can see sum of areas of two squares, that is x square plus y square equal to 468 and difference of their perimeter equal to 24, that is 4x minus 4y equal to 24. In this, we can divide throughout by 4, which makes the equation into a reduced form. That will become x minus y equal to 6, and from this the value of x is equal to y plus 6. This x equal to y plus 6 can be substituted in x square plus y square equal to 468. So our equation will be y plus 6 whole square plus y square equal to 468. Using the first identity for y plus 6 whole square, we have y square plus 12y plus 36 plus y square equal to 468, which is equal to 2y square plus 12y plus 36 equal to 468. Transposing 468, our equation will be 2y square plus 12y plus 36 minus 468 equal to 0, which is equal to 2y square plus 12y minus 432 equal to 0. Here also we can divide the equation throughout by 2, which will give y square plus 6y minus 216 equal to 0. Using our quadratic formula, x is equal to negative b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, we have negative 6 plus or minus 30 by 2, which is equal to 12 or negative 18. Ignoring the negative value as it is a side of the square, we can say side of the square is 12 and the second square side will be 12 plus 6 which is equal to 18 meter.